Oh, oh, hi. Whew. There you go. Starting off great. I gotta change. Hmm. I'm going to keep this a burp counter, but it won't be weekly anymore. Check it out. Check it out. Hmm. 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 Yeah. There you go. So we're gonna do the burp counter, but this time we're gonna start. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna start here. We shall start right here today. But yeah, hi Mac. Hello. I hope you're doing all right. Hope you're doing all right. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. Hmm, there you go. Yeah. It's good to be back. Doing all right. I want to be more awake today. But today was so tiring at work. How tiring? What'd you do? What'd you have to do? Did you enjoy your weekend off where you still got tired? You had your weekend off from, or you went to the fair and all that, but you still went ahead and walked like 8 hours straight, you know? So maybe you were tired, you were resting mentally, but physically, such a good weekend with friends. Yeah, yeah. Like I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad you had a good weekend. It's just it makes sense. It makes sense to still be tired on Monday. Hmm. I hope your weekend was free of haunted vaginas. Real ones. We don't want you to get isekai'd into the haunted vagina world. My soul was recharged by the weather. Oh, fall weather and partly cloudy. Oh, I love, dude. Unironically, I love Silent Hill weather. Silent Hill weather is the best for me. Give me a cloudy, misty, cold day any day of the goddamn year. Absolutely a million percent. That's my aesthetic. If you know what I like. That's my aesthetic emotionally. That's my weather aesthetic. When the sun came out, I actually felt it with joy. I was like, can we play the board game outside? I'm a houseplant that requires some sun. Oh, you had to go back inside. I mean, but at least you got a little bit of sun, a little bit of nice sun before the wind blew you away. Windy. I don't know what I think Rose sent me a video once that was like showing me that the outside of her house was windy as hell, and I was like, windy with an M. I don't know why that tickled me. It's windy, windy. It was super good for my soul, and I smiled for the first time in a long time. Because my friends, aw, I'm glad. I'm so happy for you. That's good to know. I'm glad your friends gave you a good time and you had a fucking Wimdy is the meme with the fox. Wait, what? Oh, oh, oh! I think it might be right. I was just saying Wimdy myself, but I think it might be right. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yip yip or whatever the fuck says. Here you go. Hold on. It's fucking windy. Windy. Yeah, yeah. I'm I think I'm going to retire this man. I think I'm going to finally retire. Oh shit, hold on. I'm gonna move this. I think I will finally retire Mr. Charmander. It's a World Heritage. This should be preserved in throughout history. Let me get rid of this man. I like him. Okay. Also, I had to get rid of K-pop Tiger because I may have accidentally deleted him. Like I was cleaning out my computer, cleaning out um some stuff. I was cleaning out some stuff on my downloads and just my hard drive in general, and I may have accidentally deleted the K-pop Tiger, and I didn't realize until like a day after when I was setting up some stuff on OBS. Cleaning out all the Gooner shit. No, no, all the Gooner shit's on my phone. I'm not gonna jerk off on my computer. I'm just gonna bye. Goodbye, Charmander. You were good to us. Let me make sure he's gone from everywhere. Uh-huh. Just going through all my stuff. Yeah, I don't jerk off at my desk. Nuh-uh, nuh-uh. There you are. Hey, little fella. I I jerk off in the bathroom like a normal person. Or in my bed sometimes.
And this man has standards for engagement.
Absolutely I do. Absolutely I have standards. I have okay. I have standards for different things. There's things that I don't have standards for, and there's things that I do. Jorking it being my peanuts. That one I have standards. Absolutely. You gotta take care of the little big guy. You gotta take care of the big guy. Just get rid of all this stuff. Hiding behind the thing. There you go. Yeah, this is good. Mm, 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 mm. And the reason why I didn't like feel like actually getting the K-pop Tiger back, honestly, it's just I clipped it with Clipchamp. I edited it down to be the right length. Um, and when I found out that I had lost the edited version, I was like, I don't feel like cutting it down again. Absolutely, I can, and I probably will eventually. But I was like, I can't be bothered right now. I can't do that. I'm fine. Thank you. I was tired when I found out. I don't know what I was doing, but I was tired. Hmm, 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 hmm. So Mac, are you First of all, I'm glad I didn't scare you off with my super funny, hilarious. Um,
Mac is hearing you, bro, but I'm pretty
oh,
sure they don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You lost one of your little
no.
guys?
I'm saying, never mind. I won't. I'm saying I don't want to lose my little guy. I want to take care of my big guy, not big, not little guy, big guy. He's a big guy. Mhm. Yeah. Funny that I say, oh yeah, no, all my Gooner shit is on my phone. Meanwhile, here I am just browsing Reddit, looking at porn. Not intentionally. I just opened. I found the Fox meme, and guess what? It's on Reddit. So can tell if you're talking about the stream acid or your. I'm talking about my cock this time. Yes, yes. The K-pop tiger. That's a little guy, and I don't need to take care of him. I already did. Technically, he's gone. I took care of him. Well, now what? Now what? So we're gonna continue learning about Kagerou project. My recommendation for a book didn't scare everyone else from me, dude. It was great. It was fantastic. It was such a good time. I it was so funny to see the different points where people got uncomfortable. I when I was reading, right? I had the stage channel chat on my left. I had it on my left, and I could just see out of the corner of my eye. I could see out of the corner of my eye when it got more active, and I knew that meant that something that I read, something that we were reading, hit them. Dude, I tried to keep it together the whole time, and I did. I I pride myself in being able to keep it straight. Isn't that right? Admiring vacillation. What the fuck? Um, I pride myself in being able to. I tried to. I pride myself on being able to keep it straight when I'm saying anything, when I'm making a joke. I can. I don't always do it, but I can. That rubbery penis. I don't know why. I don't know why rubbery penis just it fucked me up. It it hit just right. One time I messaged something, I laughed so hard. You you're so funny. You are so funny. You're exactly my type of humor. So it's I don't know uh what the hell you said, but I do remember you sending something that just floored me. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nom, nom, nom. Man, right. I keep getting distracted. My ego is fat like my. Don't, Mac, please don't talk about your glowworm on stream. Okay? Please. Please. Keep that for for the book reading. Why glowworm? It doesn't glow. Okay, I'm looking it up. Glowworm. Okay, glowworms are a thing. They're an actual bug. But like why? Why would you use that? Why would you use that as a as a euphemism? I sound broken. How so? How so? in a technical sense, like audio wise, or mentally, emotionally? Because honestly, I could see either being the case. I am broken. Oh yeah, yeah. It's your stand. Your stand is a glowworm, or is called glowworm. What would it be? Oh, a stand that can pull anything out of any orifice. It's like Zipper Man. It's like sticky fingers, but 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 you just reach into an orifice and pull out something. So you can pull out a weapon or pull out a gun or something out of, I don't know, your asshole or your vagina. Pussy isekai, as Cash put it. Man, why did I call it sticky fingers? No, why did I call it Zipper Man? Mhm. If you're I if you're thinking of a stand, are you thinking of Diver Down from Part 6? Because that also came to mind. Diver Down, the guy that goes into the walls and shit. That kind of looks like Diavolo, but not, right? Forgot what I was even thinking about pre-stanza. We're talking about glowworm. You were talking about your glowworm, and I was saying to please refrain from mentioning your glowworm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. I guess that triggered a core memory. I don't know what I'm talking about. My first boyfriend called his cock the Kraken. Okay, okay. Was it big at least? Because if it's because it like if it's not big, then come on, man. You can't go around saying that. You're just gonna embarrass yourself. Oh, I can't believe I pulled up the poll, which by the way, it was average. Not a kraken then. Not a kraken. Let me ooh, this reminds me, actually, I should do this. Not the kraken, not the penis thing. Um I just remembered I'm gonna do a oh here we go. Let me do this. I'm gonna make a I'm gonna make a command for people to vote for my next long series. I'm gonna have it open. I'm gonna have it available for like the week. So let me put this on my. You voted well. Well, what did you vote for? If I may ask. Uh, I think I can get rid of. What could I get rid of? I'll get rid of quote. There you go. Ta-da! There you go. There's the poll for the second thing. I'm just gonna have it on stream so that people that only watch my stream and aren't on Discord or on Twitter can vote for it. Um, what I was saying is that I can't believe Deltarune is actually up there. Like, well, up there as in with 3 votes, because Cash put it in there, knowing that I want to wait and I will wait. I'm gonna wait until Deltarune is fully done before I play it. That's my intention. But she still put it up there because she always asks for it, and she was like, "I just put it up there as a joke. It's all right." and it has 3 votes. It's in second place. Voted for Metal Gear Rising and Luigi's Mansion. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Metal Gear Rising is a game I've been itching to play on stream for a bit. If you can, if you can, I don't know if you can tell, but a bunch of these games are um they're just games that I wanted to play. So it's a win-win anyways. I'm jonesing for my Metal Gear Rising. It's it's such a phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. I think there's not of my suggestions, there's no game that I haven't played before. There is I haven't played the mods, but the game's still the same. And it never beat Monster Hunter. Um, but um, but yeah. And we have off, which I don't know what that is. I looked it up and it seems to be like an RPG. I don't know. People want it. And Monster Rancher is requested by Cash, I believe. Off is an experience. Is it an RPG? It looked interesting. It looked weird. Very odd. Oh my god. Oh, it's it's newly released on Steam. I see. But this is like an old game then? Because it says something like one of the most influential RPGs of the last 20 years. Yes, please explain. I am definitely curious. It's a French RPG from 2008. Okay, French. What was it? What was it on? Hmm. I wonder if Melon voted for this. She's my token French friend. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Is it scary? You play as the Batter, and it's a strange ass world, and you gotta go purify it. Well, the characters are weird as fuck. Just looking at the pictures on Steam, it looks weird. It absolutely looks weird. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, I'll play it because it's on the list. The order of when I'll play it depends on people voting, of course. But it depends on where it lands on the poll itself. Never played, but I remember from the old times when everyone was playing it. I see on Steam a quote, like one of those like review quotes from Markiplier. Oh, wait a minute. Holy shit, 11 years ago. 11 years ago. My god. My god. My buddy just started playing the remaster on his channel and he's been enjoying it. Huh. This is I mean, I'm intrigued. I I'm not gonna lie that I am curious. So fuck it. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. Hmm. It gives me, I was gonna say RPG Maker vibes, but then I thought no, it's older than RPG Maker, isn't it? But it does give me like free game slash made by one person vibes. Hi Inky, welcome. We were just waiting for you. Welcome, 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 welcome. Mostly because, you know, I don't know when the songs come up, so I'm not gonna start without you. So let's didn't have to. Absolutely. I have to wait for you because A, I don't know when the songs start. I don't know when to stop to listen to a new song. And B, I know you're excited and you're the one that introduced me to this whole thing. You're kind of guiding me through it. So absolutely I'm gonna wait for you. Goddamn. You yeah, you are my curator. You're my guide through all this. It's all right. Mac and I were just talking about Off, a game that I've never heard of, but apparently people love and is super popular. I've just never heard of it. I don't know. You gotta play Off. Yeah. Oh, talk. Mac loves talking about me getting off. It's like their favorite thing, their favorite topic. I don't even have to be on stream for them to talk about it. They talk about it to their friends, to their family. Mac just loves thinking about me getting off. Mm-hmm. 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 I'm gonna take a sip. Anyways, Inky, if you're interested, boy, I don't know if you've voted for it, but there it is. That is a straw poll for you guys to decide my next big game. Brother, it's true. I can't go a moment without thinking about it. I know you can. I know you can. It's okay. We're ready to jump in with two music videos. Wait, is that where we stopped? Let me find out. Hold on. Let me find out. What? Nani? It's just I found a boundary break um boundary break video about Telltale's The Walking Dead from 8 days ago. Like, what the hell? What the fuck? Okay. Let me forgot to play two MVs early in the video. So for the two characters we skipped, we gotta hear their songs. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kagerou. And let me do this. What? Yeah. Okay. So let me just
the years. His relationship to his
there you go. Loaded this up. And now it's gonna do the thing, my favorite thing. Or not. Okay, I guess it didn't do it. It's just I have this pet peeve with YouTube recently where for some fucking reason, sometimes I like open a new tab of YouTube and I click on the search bar and start typing, but then the video pops out uh like a little like YouTube's own pop out. Well, you can't see it, but when that happens, I'm here, I'm typing, but then the video pops out like a couple seconds later, and so my typing fucks up the video because it's like, you know, it registers it like shortcuts. So I press M and it mutes it, and I press fucking whatever and it skips around. So I hate it. I hate it. I don't know why it does that. I'm opening a new tab. I'm not opening. I'm not. Anyways, what's the video we're looking for? My strokes are dry. Yeah, I know, dude. I'll tell you. I'm telling you, man. If I can get an AI girlfriend, dude, my typing, my strokes are gonna, whew, I'm gonna turn her hard drive into. Never mind. Wait, hold on. All right, whatever. Modern children's record to kick off this stream. Okay, what is this? Um, that's why I can't exactly. I can't jork it here because my computer's gonna get wet. It's gonna like it too much. Obviously. Okay. Oh, that's right. I do this. All right. So, okay, what is this? You said modern children's record. So it's like a modern version of the first song that we listened to, where it like introduced everybody. Well, it didn't really introduce anyone, but just showed you all the characters together and stuff. I like this. Is this like actually the original song? Just like remastered or remixed? Oh, the official MV made by Jits to celebrate his follow-up epilogue album in 2022. Oh, okay, so it is a new song. Based on the old song, I assume. Oh wait, no, I do recognize some of it. This is sick. I really like this. Same song but remastered. Okay. Man. I gotta say, this whole thing, this whole Kagerou project thing, you notice the Vocaloid is Miku. This is because Jin originally was using Miku for the project before switching to IA. Oh, I like Miku, so I'm happy. That's part of why I wasn't sure if this was a new song or not, because I was like, I don't remember Miku singing this one. I was gonna say, this whole Kagerou project thing, it's fascinating. It's so cool that, you know, that they put this much effort into this. Tell a story through music videos and other types of media. Like that's crazy. That's so cool. And so long ago too. Well, I mean, by today's standards, quite long ago. All right, I'll be honest. This is going in the playlist. I really like it. I think I like this version the most. I mean, I've only heard two, but you know. Mekakushi Code. Is it this one? I assume with the there's a fan made PV, but these don't seem to have an actual video, so I guess it shall be this one. Let me. Again, 11 years ago was 2014. Was fucking 480p not invented yet? My goodness. iPod spotted, yeah. Stares at you with big eyes. What's happening? What'd I do? Oh, wow. iPod mentioned. Not only spotted, mentioned. So who's the one that loves her iPod? I don't recognize her. I don't recognize her. Oh, I recognize her. Remember, her power is the disappearing eyes, which allow her to become undetectable from anyone that doesn't have a snake. Oh, okay. Okay. That's funny, I didn't recognize her then. I'm so tired I just yelled at my cat, cringed, thinking people could hear me. Like I was in a car. No, I did hear you, man. I heard you all the way through my stream. Yeah, I like this song too. I like the energy of it. Oh. All right. Just wanted to give the epilepsy to everybody. Okay. Very well. There we go. Stop the mesmerizer. I got it. Don't worry. I stopped it. One more before The lore. Yobanashi Deceit. Oh, there it is. I guess this one. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I don't have anything to drink. Oh, here we go. This works. Subs. Subs. I love subs when they're coming my way. Y'all ready for a banger? I like this already. I just realized I forgot to start the recording for Melon. It's all right. I'll just grab it from Twitch. Oh, you you like the crisp can? I did it away from the mic too. Ooh. This is good. I love the guitar on this. Ooh. Hi, Cash. Hello. Welcome. We're listening to some Kagerou project because I'm learning. His powers of deceiving eyes, which allows him to take any form he wants, alter the perceptions of others. Ooh, 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 ooh! The drums, dude! Holy fuck! That on its own, that just made me. I'm gonna put it on my playlist. That was it. That was the moment. There's two things you can count Jin on is guitar and drums. I can tell. I love the guitar on this. And the drums work. Oh. This is fucking good. This is good. God damn. God damn. Gimme. 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 I like that. I like that. God damn. Okay. Blah. So that was yes. Okay. Okay. That's where we left off last time. Pretty much, right? I believe it was here. I don't remember. I think it was here. Which is when the Miku character, I forgot her name. I forget their names. The Miku character is now living in this guy's phone. And I believe that's the last music video we saw too. Of him having her on his phone. Right? I believe. Oh, Cash, I have a video to show you. I have a clip to show you. I edited this. Well, quote unquote edited it. I just added some captions and stuff. I'm gonna send this to you. Oh, here you go. It's an old clip because I was editing more stuff for my TikTok in between Jape edits. uh before your burp, before the cash quake, that this row burp was the most insane one I had heard. And I thought you might appreciate it. Jinzu enemy was the last one. There you go. Yes, 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 yes. I remember. I remember. I was a little tired back then, but I remember. Actually, I wonder. Oh, I wonder if you can. Oh, wait. You guys will be able. We will be able. You'll be able to hear it. Listen, 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 listen.
By the way, it's like day 3, and she has 1,900 followers. That's insane.
Yeah, there it is. I forgot that you guys can hear my Discord. Yeah, it's something.
Followers. That's insane.
I love that she. Yeah, it did sound like it scared her. She was not ready for it. She was not ready. Yeah. Man. Man, man, man. Okay. Inky. So are we good to continue lore wise? I believe we should be. I think. Because the videos we saw, the songs we listened to were not right here in the timeline. You said they were videos that we missed. That we just forgot to play. Yes, good. Good, good, good. Let's go.
His sister had evaporated as she made a name for herself in the music industry as an idol. He and Takane developed a sort of antagonistic friendship.
Okay, hold on.
Ane would setting the stage for the Paint Hearts Connected as boy met girl.
Okay, there you go.
2 years would pass, setting the stage for the story that would bind all of the children who stole the snakes from the Medusa. The only word for such a cruel and spiteful tale is tragedy.
Tragedy.
Shintaro Kisaragi had changed a lot over the years. His relationship to his sister had evaporated as she made a name for herself in the music industry as an idol. He and Takane developed a sort of antagonistic friendship. Ane would bug him and play pranks on him from within his computer, and the two would argue constantly. But it was clear to anyone that the two were close, in all reality. It was a summer's day in August when one of Ane's pranks had gone a bit too far, causing Shintaro to spill some cola into the feed of his pet rabbit.
Oh.
Shintaro immediately freaked out and tried to purchase more feed online, but found that he couldn't get expedited shipping on any of his orders because of the Obon holiday. Shintaro cried out, realizing that his rabbit didn't have enough food to last that long, when Momo threw open his door, telling him that he was being too loud. This, however, gave Shintaro a wonderful idea. He asked Momo if she would go out and get the feed for him, which she promptly refused. While she did have shopping to do, there was no way in hell she was running her brother's errand for him.
Just go get the food yourself.
Ultimately deciding that they would go out together. This was the first time that Shintaro Kisaragi had left the house since the death of Haruka. The siblings had become estranged over the years and bickered constantly together. But going shopping together, both of them suffering under the late summer sun, just a tiny spark of their old bond was revitalized. Ane moved from Shintaro's computer to his cell phone, tagging along as well.
Oh, there we go.
Their time together as siblings was cut short, though, when they met two small children on the street. A glum boy, Amamiya Hibiya, and a commanding girl, Asahina Hiyori, found the duo by chance and approached. Hiyori, you see, was a huge fan of pop idol Momo Kisaragi, and even with her wearing common clothes and a hoodie, the child recognized her on sight and ran up.
Ooh.
The two children were in the city to begin with, visiting a relative of Hiyori's, who lived alone in spite of her young age. It was nothing short of providence that they met Momo Kisaragi that day. Having adjusted to being an idol and being a generally kind soul, Momo invited the two children to go shopping with them, and, much to the chagrin of Shintaro and Hibiya, the group made their way through town. Shintaro procured rabbit food, Momo bought some clothing, and Hibiya bought an accessory he intended to gift to Hiyori. The kind idol even gave Hiyori her own phone number, saying she was free to message her if she desired. Parting ways, Shintaro and Momo returned to their home, having closed the gap between them ever so slightly. When they arrived home, though, Momo realized that she had accidentally taken Hibiya's gift to Hiyori, and so quickly punched in Hiyori's number. When the line connected...
Very small side note. It's irrelevant to the story, but is it a problem that my only exposure to the trope of the idol wearing common clothes so that she's not noticed in public is from Mankitsu Happening. For if I won't say what that is, but if you know, you know. That is all.
Connected though, Momo heard a deathly scream before the
That's
phone
the only
rang.
time I've actually seen that
On
trope.
that day, the 15th of August,
I don't know, I just don't
the
watch
last
stuff
two
that has
snakes
it.
would be released from the Eternal World. Hibio and Hiyori were involved in a traffic accident after having left Shintaro and Momo,
My
both having gone
God.
to the Eternal World. There, the world formed around them.
That just
trapping
means I
them
haven't
both in the
experienced enough
endless loop
idol
of watching
content.
the other die time
I guess
and
so.
time again.
I guess so. I don't really
Hiyori
experience
had a
idol
single wish
content.
within her, to
Closest
find
thing is
Hibio
Love
and
Live, and it's just the music.
But each time she found him, he died. Hibia just wanted to protect Hiyori, but was powerless to stop her from dying time and time again as well. Hiyori received the snake of focusing eyes, which gifted her with the power of clairvoyance, and Hibia received the snake of clearing eyes, which would resist mortality with every ounce of its being.
Damn.
With this, every snake of the Medusa had been released from the Eternal World, and the clearing eyes would begin its plan to take over. Shintaro, Momo, and Ene ran off to find the missing children, splitting up to cover as much ground as possible. That said, they would soon discover that they weren't the only ones on the hunt. Shintaro stopped for soda, having tired himself out, only to discover none other than Hiro.
Another song, Child Death Time Loop? Please tell me that's the name of the song. Please tell me that's the name of the song. I would be happy if that was the case. Kagerou Daze. I feel like I've seen that. I feel like I've definitely heard it or seen it or something. This one, right? Because it's got the English subs. Hold on. I can't see. It's already at 480p. All right. Is this like his most popular song? Is that what you mean? Oh. Oh my God. Goddamn. This MV is actually fan-made, but became so popular it's become the unofficial MV because of the quality. Oh, okay. Wait, so is he in a time loop? Or does he just like think? Or keeps having the dream of it? Oh. Oh my fucking God. What the fuck? Holy shit. This is cool. Both their eyes keep repeating the day and trying to save each other, both of them don't realize. Wait. Wait. So they already have the eyes? The only way the timeline can move forward is if one of them dies. When most media will see the girl gone since she dies in the canon timeline. Wait. Okay. I am genuinely confused. So what happened was like, when did they get their eyes? That's what I'm trying to understand. Right. When did they get their eyes? Because you're saying, they're repeating the loop, and he's immortal or whatever, and she's got clairvoyance. But when did they first die? And how are they on this loop? And do they follow this loop every year? They got their eyes at the same time due to that traffic. Wait, so they both died on that accident. Okay, so they both died. And so then what, the next year the like, yeah, the next year the she dies again and again and again. Like, what I don't get is the time loop aspect. You have to die in 13. Yes. That's when they both died, and they got the snake. But what I mean is, when does this time loop take place? When does he try to save her? And what you said? Okay, you said it continues if it continues. Don't worry. Okay. Actually, hold on. Is this like a what if scenario? Is it? I'm just so confused about how they both have eyes, but then, all right. Okay, hold on. I need to see this bit again. I need to listen to this bit again. Let's see. I like that song though, and I like the video. Very cool.
Between them ever so slightly. When they arrived home, though, Momo realized that she had accidentally taken Hibiya's gift to Hiyori, and so quickly punched in Hiyori's number. When the line connected, though, Momo heard a deathly scream before the phone abruptly hung up. On that day, the 15th of August, the last two snakes would be released from the Eternal World. Hibiya and Hiyori were involved in a traffic accident after having left Shintaro and Momo, both having gone to the Eternal World. There, the world formed around them, trapping them both in an endless loop of watching the other die time and time again.
Oh.
Hiyori had a single wish within her.
Oh, okay. I see. The loop is in the world, in the fucking Eternal World. I see. That's what confused me. I was like, how are they like in a loop in the real world? Like, what caused that? I see. It's in the Eternal World that they had the loop. And so, like you said, one of them had to die for the loop to break.
To find Hibiya and bring him
like, accept it, pretty much.
But each time she found him, he died. Hibiya just wanted to protect Hiyori, but was powerless to stop her from dying time and time again as well. Hiyori received the snake of focusing eyes, which gifted her with the power of clairvoyance, and Hibiya received the snake of clearing eyes, which would resist mortality with every ounce of its being. With this, every snake of the Medusa had been released from the Eternal World, and the clearing eyes would begin its plan to take over.
Okay.
Shintaro, Momo, and Ene ran off to find the missing children, splitting up to cover as much ground as possible. That said, they would soon discover that they weren't the only ones on the hunt. Shintaro stopped for soda, having tired himself out, only to discover none other
Sorry,
than Hiro
Pop.
Tsubomi, who had grown into a teenager.
Wow.
After conversing for a moment, Shintaro discovered that, for some reason, Kido Kano and Seto were out looking for Hibiya and Hiyori as well. While Shintaro was conversing with Kido, Momo too encountered some familiar faces as she managed to find one of the two children. However, it wasn't as she would have desired. Momo finds Hibiya unconscious and being carried off by Kano and none other than Konoha, who the trio had discovered and realized was a holder of an eye power just like them.
Well, there we go.
It was Konoha who was looking for the children to begin with when he met the trio and enlisted their help, for Konoha was staying at the same home as that lonely relative Hiyori was visiting. Momo demands they release him, suspecting that there's someone suspicious, but they refuse, stating that they're going to continue to look for Hiyori without offering Momo any other information. In a moment of desperation, Momo activates her drawing eyes.
Pause. Oh yeah, wait, pause. Hello everybody, by the way. Everybody that's dropped by and hanging out, thank you for showing up. I'm learning about Kagerou project. I don't know anything about it. Well, actually, no. Now I know the first half of this video. The first half. And we saw the first half last Monday. I got confused for a second. Now White Boy is back. We got to play his song, which is another perspective. Ooh, okay. Okay. What? Man. Konoha no Sekai Jiju. Sekai. Oh. Pussy Sekai. Jiju. I assume it's this one. Looks like this one. Pussy Isekai. Yeah. Dude. I was telling Ro about the book and everything. and I mentioned that you called it a pussy isekai. And she said, it sounds like an anime title that's like, my girlfriend's death grip pussy sucked me into another world. Absolutely. It was his mission though, to jump in there. He did it out of his own, hesitantly agreed to do it. But man, what a book. So bad that my mic was messing up so much. Oh, I know, you're good. Might book you tomorrow or something so I can test it out. Absolutely. Oh. Yeah. You can make a cameo on my Death Stranding stream. Just jump in for a bit and test out your mic. Oh, I did fix my blurps on stream though. Being done, forgot to change it to also output the audio. There you go. So he's trying to save them? But again, okay, this confuses me again about where the time loop happens. I thought it happened in the other world. It does? Then how is he how does he see this? Wow. Man, I'm not smart enough to understand this and comprehend it. Comprehend it. I like this one. I like all of them. They're all great. this, this the world appears to be a little dangerous. You don't say. Yeah. Yeah. So from the looks of it, from don't think too hard about it. I want to understand. Well, from the looks of it, the person that I forgot his name, but the guy that this guy was seeing after the girl died might have been him. Might have been Konoha. Like he just kept seeing him, but and thought that it was like some sort of grim reaper being like, "Ha, you're gonna keep dying, or you can't escape this." But in reality, he was trying to save them as well. Mm, mm, That's cool. That's a cool connection, if true, if I understood it correctly. But let me go back a little. Trippy, yeah. I love stuff like that where you have like the main perspective and things look so clearly look one way, but as soon as you get another perspective, the whole thing changes. Your whole perception of it and what's what is fact, what is perspective, what's subjective, changes. I really like that sort of stuff. That's why I like I forgot. I don't remember if it was a movie or a game or what, but there was something. There was some piece of media that was like the same story being told through like four different perspectives or something. I can think of two things that kind of fit. One of them does fit, but like loosely, and the other one not really. Pulp Fiction. It's not. It's not it's not that like the same scene with different characters, but rather all the characters are in the same setting and their stories do intertwine, but it's not like oh you see the same scene from different perspectives. Um, in GTA 4, there are some cool crossovers where you see the DLC characters in the main story, and then you play the DLC and you see that perspective of those characters. That's like small stuff like that. But I thought there was one specific thing. I don't know. Again, I don't know if it was a movie or a game where you straight up just play or watch the same scenario from different perspectives, and it completely changes what you think is what you think is happening. I don't remember. I'm rambling. I'm just yapping away. What's the next song? Inky Doodle Doo. Can you see this? Oh, that's right. You can't. I can look at my porn in peace. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Oh. It comes right after Yuki yesterday, but because Eternal World is in the nebulous time, whereas before and after Jinzo enemy. Headphone actor. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, that's the wrong one. There's the wrong one. Headphone actor. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Is it? I guess this one. Because this one has a music video.
その日は随分と平凡で当たり障りない一日だった暇つぶしに聞いてたラジオからあの話が流れ出すまでは非常に残念なことですが本日地球は終わりますとどこかの国の大統領が泣きながら話をするまでは
I don't recognize this girl. Or like, I recognize her, but I don't. Because I've seen her in other videos, but I don't know. I don't remember who she is.
窓の外は大きな鳥たちが空を追い尽くしてく10倍順に和樹を飲み込んでどこかへと向かってるやりかけてたゲームはノーセーブ机に
No save. Same pigtail girl that had a crush in Yuki yesterday. Oh. Okay, yes. Yes. She had a crush on the hospital kid, right? Who is now Konoha? Who is now the white-haired dude? Her video game avatar to represent herself, which Konoha made. Yes. I remember that. Wait. Right, this is her character. Because didn't she turn into the Miku character? Didn't she turn into the Miku character that doesn't have legs because her body was so broken or whatever? So this is just her character? This is her in the Eternal World after she jumped. Okay, yes. And before she turned into... Before she came to the real world again. As the intangible Miku character. But also herself as Miku led her to the point in this MV. Oh, yes. Man. I'm trying to grasp this stuff, right? I'm trying to comprehend. Oh, hold on. what was I saying? I forgot. Oh yeah. Inky. Keep in mind, keep in mind that this is my first exposure to this story, so I haven't had like years to read to like watch the videos and then read the manga and then digest it and understand it. So I'm trying my best to wrap my head around it all. You know, the video, the this video, it's very well done. It's very straightforward. The problem is the story itself has so many characters and rules and is complicated in multiple ways. So I'm working through it. I'm trying my best to follow along and understand it and keep up. Anything with time loops stuff gets messy. Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, just I'm I'm just letting you know that's why I'm trying my best to like rationalize everything and get it clear and laid out in front of me because because like even though this is like a very digestible and um straightforward thing um or a straightforward video, it's still a lot of characters, a lot of story to understand. So I'm working through it. So I'm gonna change the counter name. I don't like this anymore. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Isn't it? Hold on. Aha. Well, it's gonna be Q4. Yeah. Let's go with that. It's just I'm gonna make my burp counter be from now until the New Year's. I wanna see because I've had it daily, I've had it weekly. Now I'm kind of curious to just see it throughout. You know what? I'm gonna do it monthly. I'm gonna do it monthly, and I'll just we'll we'll, we'll do September when it starts. Okay. Anyways, are we good to continue? Any other music videos? I don't think so because you said there's one more, which was this one. Shall we? Shall we move on? You good to go? Hell yeah. Okay.
Was staying at the same home as that lonely relative Hiyori was visiting.
Mm-hmm.
Momo demands they release him, suspecting that there's someone suspicious. But they refuse, stating that they're going to continue to look for Hiyori without offering Momo any other information. In a moment of desperation, Momo activates her drawing eyes, calling the attention of not only the boys, but a ton of bystanders who witness the strange scene. In the chaos, Hibiya wakes up and wriggles his way out of his captor's arms. Momo scoops him up and they make a break for it, leaving Konoha and Kano behind. Konoha's depressed that Hibiya escaped, but at least he's safe, while Kano smiles to himself, recognizing Momo's red eyes and having found at last yet another one of the ability holders. Shintaro and Ene part ways with Kido and encounter Momo running with Hibiya, the four of them retreating to the Kisaragi home to catch base. There, they try to calm down the panicking child, but he runs off on them again, insisting that he has to find Hiyori. Once more, the Kisaragi siblings give chase, realizing that whatever happened is something serious. Outside their home, Kano insists that they all work together, but after their first encounter, Momo isn't willing to listen to him and the siblings split up once more. While running and looking for Hiyori on his own, Hibiya is intercepted by a cold girl who had been moving behind the scenes.
Oh no.
Ayano Tateyama finds the child alone. Recognizing the red in his eyes and realizing that, at last, the time for danger had arrived, she uses her favoring eyes on Hibiya, giving him some of Azumi's memories so he can understand the gravity of the situation they're in. Ayano makes the incorrect assumption that Hibiya has the focusing eyes, and that the most dangerous snake, the one who started everything, the Clearing Eyes, must therefore be with her distant family member, Asahina Hiyori. What Ayano had deduced
there's a
is
snake
the goal
down
of the
there.
Clearing Eyes is that it wants freedom. The snakes of Azumi naturally gather around the queen, which lives in Mary. Currently, all of Azumi's powers are scattered across the children who stole them over time. But if they were to die, those snakes would naturally return to the queen. The Clearing Eyes wishes to do just that, to kill off the children and return all of the snakes to one place, where he would seize control of Mary's body and be born a new Medusa, but without the consciousness of either Azumi or her granddaughter. As Ayano is trying to discern how they can find Hiyori, the duo is intercepted by Shintaro, who tries to level with Hibiya. Ayano tries to scare Shintaro off, knowing full well that he isn't one of the ability holders and therefore isn't related to this whole mess. Shintaro is persistent though, and the three of them end up reaching a peace as Ayano learns that Momo is the Drawing Eyes and that Shintaro is protecting his sister. Ideally, Ayano would have Hibiya use Focusing Eyes to find where Hiyori is, but she didn't realize that the boy
Jump
actually has
scare. No. That's alright. We can chill. We can chill. Can you can't see this? Wow, you just oh my. All right. Nom, 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 nom. It's all right. We can hold through. Oh my goodness. We can hold through the ads. No ads for us. No ads. No ads. Mm. Trust me, Inky. Trust me that if I could have no ads, I would have no ads. I really wish I could. But sadly, I can't. I can't just straight up stop them from happening. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let us continue.
Clearing Eyes. Hibiya breaks off from the two, intent to use his alleged Focusing Eyes, while Shintaro and Ayano
Wait,
head
hold
out
on.
to have Hibiya use Focusing Eyes to find where Hiyori is, but she didn't realize that the boy actually has Clearing Eyes. Hibiya breaks off from the two, intent to use his alleged Focusing Eyes, while Shintaro and Ayano head out together to continue the search. So begins the Clearing Eyes' plan. With nightfall, the Clearing Eyes can seize control of the body of its host. Taking control of Hibiya, the Clearing Eyes heads off to start executing the Eye Holders, as Ayano, his greatest threat, continues to operate under the false pretense that Hiyori is the one hosting him. Hibiya encounters Kido in the streets and kills her in a back alley, impaling her abdomen through unknown means before fleeing the scene.
Oh.
Hearing the struggle, Hiyori, who had been wandering the streets on her own this entire time looking for Hibiya, finds Kido covered in blood with Hibiya nowhere to be seen. With her final breath, Kido tells Hiyori to run away. Momo encounters Kano and Konoha.
Wait. Hiyori's alive? I'm confused again. I thought she died. Like, I know they both got the eyes, right? But I thought the idea was that only one of them could come back or something. I'm confused again. All right. Whatever. Whatever. We push through. Ah. Okay. Whatever. We continue.
Once more, who try to calm her down and insist that they're all allies here. Momo is skeptical, but as Ene sees Konoha through her phone, who she immediately recognizes as being Haruka, she insists Momo chase after them. But while they wander, they too end up encountering Kido's corpse, Hiyori bloodied beside her. Kido runs to his dead sister in shock with Konoha, as Momo runs off to find Hibiya, now deathly concerned for his safety. Using the superior strength from his awakening eyes, Konoha takes Kido's body back to the apartment with the others as Kano interrogates Hiyori.
Just fucking picked her up.
Konoha presents Kido's corpse to Seto and Mary, who are overcome with grief, before setting out once more to stop any further tragedy from occurring. As the chaos ensues, Momo finds Hibiya once more, and he leads her to an abandoned building. At the same time, Shintaro hears his sister's voice, and he and Aino give chase. Before they can make it to the top of the building, though, Shintaro finds his sister's phone on the ground. The phone rings, and as they examine it, Hiyori is on the other line, having explained the situation to Kano as the two were trying to contact Momo to warn her about Hibiya. But they were too late. Shintaro turns to see his sister falling out of the sky to her death, having been pushed off the roof by the Clearing Eyes snake. In a fit of rage, Aino and Shintaro converge on the possessed Hibiya, as Hiyori uses focusing eyes to quickly locate the two with Kano in tow. Konoha jumps through the window of a nearby building with his superhuman strength, and at last, Haruka, Shintaro, and Takane are reunited. They corner Hibiya as Kano arrives with Hiyori, trapping the boy. Aino tells him to give up, that there's nothing he can do against the five of them, but the Clearing Eyes disagrees, throwing himself willingly out of the window of the building. For even if he is their enemy, he's still in Hibiya's body. Konoha jumps after him, determined to protect the child, and catches him midair. He breaks the fall, severely injuring himself, but manages to keep Hibiya's body safe. With their strongest ally now injured, and the other four at the top of the building though, there's nothing to stop the Clearing Eyes from once more throwing Hibiya's body into oncoming traffic, forcing Konoha to bear the pain as his body reforms and leap to protect him. He is, however, too late to protect anything. Hibiya dies in the car wreck, but rather than returning to the Queen, the Clearing Eyes transfers over to Konoha's body, usurping the Awakening Eyes and taking control of the consciousness just as he did for Hibiya. The rest of the kids make it down just in time to see Hibiya dead and Konoha possessed, as the Clearing Eyes escapes into the night, making final preparations before he kills the rest of the children. Shintaro and Ene return to their home, Momo and Hibiya dead, while the rest of the party goes back to the apartment that Kido, Kano, Seto, and Mary.
Pause. Yo, this is getting fucking intense. Kids are dying left and right. They already were. I mean, they're all dead. They all died at some point. But this is different. They're getting killed. And then accidents and stuff. They're just getting killed. Just getting killed. Clearing Snake Song. I'm a little distracted. Oh, here we go. Outer Science. Oops. He turned himself into an anime boy. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Look at this. Is this the one? Yes. Oh, he's an emo boy, all right. Ooh. Another banger, but dude, I like this. Oh! Hello! Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Daily. I hope you enjoyed the book. I hope you enjoyed the book last night. Gonna mess that rhythm all up. Don't worry, not playing. I'm safe. Yeah, hi. That shit was wild, dude. It was. It fucking was. Whew. But yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. We're as Inky put it, we are down the Kagerou project rabbit hole. For those that don't know, oh, now Dumb Shadow with the raid. Ooh. Double raid. Oh my goodness. Well, now I can just do that other explanation. I can do them both together. We're going down the Kagerou project rabbit hole. Pretty much, it's by now like 10 years old, or 10-ish years ago, that a music producer that does Vocaloid music made a bunch of songs, made a couple albums that tells a whole story. It tells a fascinating story. So we're watching this video. This one, Kagerou Project Complete Story. This is the second part that we're watching, or the second week that we're watching this. And as we go along the way, we're listening to them, watching and listening to the music. So if you guys like Vocaloid, stick around. If you want something to fall asleep to, also stick around. You're more than welcome to. Thank you, everybody. Thank you guys for showing up and hanging out. Thank you, Daily. Thank you, Dub Shadow, for blessing me with your sweet viewers, your strays. Daily, what do you call your viewers? Because I know that Dub's got the strays. I don't think I have anything for my people. I call them gooners here and there. Just because I know my audience. If they watch me, they have to be gooners. You know? And that includes you, Daily. You may not like it, but you are a gooner. Just from uh association. But yeah, let us continue. Let's listen to this. Let me start it over. Guilty as charged. Absolutely. It's good to recognize it. It's good to recognize the goonerism, the gooner in us, the gooner among us. Porn is eternal and people be horny. I don't know what you want from us. All right, let's continue. We're about to listen to a banger. Absolute banger. This is Outer Science. We literally got like 20 seconds in when you guys rated. So, we're not missing anything. I love that these subtitles are like they match the color, they match the text movement. I love that stuff. Hey, yo. I really like this. I really dig this. Man, he's so evil looking now. Not like he did. I mean, he didn't look evil, but he didn't look like a good guy either before when he had his reincarnated look. Dude, this is a fucking banger. This is so good. I know so many teenagers who crushed on this guy without context of the story. He's evil emo guy. That's all you need. If my model existed back in 2007, guarantee somebody would thirst over me. I just know it. I just know it. I have that aesthetic. I can't blame them. Evil guys do it for a lot of people. Evil emo guys. Emo anime guys. Damn. And I guarantee that there's teenagers that dressed up like him and tried to be that guy so they could get some of that some of that attention. I guarantee people were trying to capitalize on that. I'm cringe but I wouldn't do that. No, no, I couldn't pull it off. I like that. Get that evil snake charm. Oh, that evil snake. It does things to people. It does things to teenagers. It makes them act up. All right. Any other songs? Any other videos? This one was good. I really liked it. I like the video. I like the visual of it, of the clear. What's it called? Clearing. I was gonna say clearance. The clearance, clearing eyes. Trying to kill everybody. Later, bet.
living in. Shintaro is possessed with grief, and with the help of Ene, starts doing everything he can to locate the clearing eyes. Hacking into a bunch of security cameras, Shintaro and Ene locate their enemy, and Shintaro storms off to face him, Ene pleading him to stop. Shintaro, however, doesn't care about the danger and is possessed with rage.
But it doesn't have any
He tries to
powers.
stop her friend from marching to his death, though. Ene finally comes clean about her identity, and instead pleads with Shintaro to go to the hospital with him. There, Ene explains everything. She talks about how she knew Haruka and had seen Shintaro, how she lost everything because she was too petty and jealous. At last, she guides Shintaro into an old hospital room, where he sees her comatose body on life support.
Oh,
Ene tells Shintaro that he should value his life while he still has it.
hot damn.
Value that freedom. Because even if Shintaro doesn't believe in himself and thinks himself a failure, his companionship saved Ene from her grief after she tried to take her own life.
Oh, there
With
she is.
Shintaro, Takane really got to be normal, to see a life and have happy memories just like any other person, even if she didn't have her body. Shintaro, realizing how foolish he'd been, how foolish he always was, breaks down in tears and tells Ene that she saved him too. It was only because she was there that he made it through those dark, horrible days.
Wow.
Finally at peace, Ene fades away to nothing, smiling
Oh.
in her final moments.
Oh.
The snakes, you see, exist to fill wishes. Well, in her final moments, Ene had nothing left to wish for.
Oh.
Shintaro had given her everything that she wanted out of life, and so Ene vanished, her snake returning to the queen. After a moment of peace,
Pause. That's sweet. That's sweet. He can die. She can die in peace now. For real, for real. Fur. Bushin', fur. That's an old meme. That's a dumb old meme from my stream. Bush. It was dumb. Bushin', for real, for real. This shit bushin', for real, for real. All right, what's next? Oh my god. Oh my god. There you go. Why is WWE SmackDown on here as a search prediction? Because of the darkest moments mentioned, we now get a really important song, Lost Time Memory. Oh, I remember seeing those scissors.
数年経っても影は消えない感情ばっかが積もっていく薄くなって一人描いていた炎天直下坂道の上にじんだ僕らが歩いていた夏の温度が目に残っていた構わないでよと帰ってくれ君の手を放った行かないよなんて言って君は僕の手を掴んだうるさいな僕はちょっとの先を振り返ずに歩いた本当の心は
Ooh. This is during the time when he was out of school, but when not Miku was in his computer. Okay. So this is during his isolation? It's me! Sitting at my desk drinking soda. God, another banger, hell yeah. For the most part, okay. Oh, there he is. What does he look like me? He looks like me, but with black hair. AKA just has eye bags. Oh, there's the evil guy. Oh. Brings back memories. You can play this on the middle school computer? Hell yeah. Lenny faces. The fuck? Okay. Whoa. I like that. I really like that. So you said this takes place at least mostly um after he quit school and before during Miku in his computer, not Miku. I like that. I like that. Banger indeed. And I like that I assume it's showing him his rage and wanting to go fucking fight um I don't Honoka, is that his name? I think. Poor. All right. Shall we continue? Snake. 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 I gotta drink some water. I gotta make some gamer subs. I haven't had gamer subs in a while. I haven't fed my addiction. in a while. Proceed. Very well. Let me go back a little.
Nothing left to wish for.
All right.
Shintaro had given her everything that she wanted out of life, and so Ane vanished, her snake returning to the queen. After a moment of peace for his most valuable friend, Shintaro leaves the hospital with a plan to fight back without throwing away his or anyone else's life. Meanwhile, everyone else was back at the apartment, trying their best to make it through. Losing Kido was enough for Aino to sit down with her estranged siblings again, and for everyone to forgive. Everyone, of course, but Mary. Ever since the eye holder started dying, Mary went into a strange fever, her appearance changing into something a lot closer to Asumi's. Indeed, Mary could feel the snakes returning to her. She could feel Kido, Momo, and Takane. She knew that they were dead and that all of this was her fault. If she never went out into the woods that day, she and her mother never would have died, and everyone never would have been caught up in that tragedy. As Mary curses herself, though, the spirits of Kido, Momo, and Takane reach out to her. No one blames the little queen for their fates. For pursuing a happy ending, finding and reaching out for love could never be a mistake.
Wow.
As everyone sits around hopelessly, Hiyori lashes out at the group, demanding that they pick themselves up and fight. In the midst of so much loss and tragedy, Hiyori having lost her friend, she refuses to give up on living. Inspired by the young girl, the kids start racking their brains for some way to get out of this mess that they're in. That's all just in time for a knock to arrive at their door. Aino goes to answer it only to find Shintaro there.
Oh.
She tells him that he should run, that the Clearing Eyes won't kill him since he doesn't have a power. But much like Hiyori, he refuses to let people fight, die, and suffer right before him. Ane believed that Shintaro could help people, and so Shintaro too wants to believe that even if he couldn't help his sister, he might be able to save someone else from suffering. In particular, he thinks of Aino, who just like him, grew apart from her siblings, the people that she loved most, only to have them violently taken away from her before having the chance to make amends. Shintaro rejects that pain and tells Aino that he'll help her, so she doesn't need to keep suffering like him. Shintaro enters the home just in time for Mary to wake up, resolved to fight just the same as everyone else. And luckily, Shintaro Kisaragi has devised a plan. The gang retreat to Mary's home in the woods, and Shintaro gives everyone a few specific sets of instructions following learning about their powers. Using Takane's power, Mary projects herself onto a screen back at their apartment and uses Momo's power to draw the attention of the Clearing Eyes. Thinking he's found the group, he runs to the apartment only to find it empty. Mary taunts him to fight before combining Momo and Kido's powers. With Momo's eye ability, she makes the Clearing Eyes come to their real location in the forest. And with Kido's, she makes it so that he can't focus on anything else around him. With the Clearing Eyes in tow, so begins the game. The Clearing Eyes pursues everyone and finds Mary waiting for him. She tries to intimidate him, but he gives chase, promptly catching her. This, however, was all a trick. Mary melts away to reveal that it was Kano using his deceiving eyes to appear as Mary the whole time. While Kano was distracting the enemy, Aino and Seto use their powers together. Seto draws all of the forest life together, and Aino uses her favoring eyes to project onto the animals that the Clearing Eyes is a danger to life itself.
Oh, shit.
Kano retreats and the Clearing Eyes is caught in a fall of rubble as the animals all attack. Everyone falls back to the house where Shintaro was waiting with the girls, thinking that at last
Should just Snow White his ass.
But it was all in vain. Haruka's power, the Awakening Eyes, allows one to completely change the aspects of their body to be whatever they desire. Wishing for an unbreakable body, the Clearing Eyes becomes unstoppable and begins to break through the rubble. Shintaro orders everyone to retreat as the Clearing Eyes regains its freedom. With the Favoring Eyes, Kano asks that Aino give him Azumi's memories as well. She obliges and, armed with this knowledge, Kano runs off to buy them time, telling Shintaro that he leaves the rest of his family in his hands. Kano uses Deceiving Eyes to take Azumi's appearance and speak to the Clearing Eyes. However, unlike before, their enemy doesn't fall for the trap. Kano, as Azumi, insists that Azumi's quest for self-identification, for peace forever with her family, was a wish that she never truly needed fulfilled, as the Clearing Eye snaps his neck, returning the deceived to the queen. One by one, the remaining members of the group perish. Seto and Hiyori are murdered, leaving only Aino, Mary, and Shintaro alive.
Oh, damn.
The Clearing Eyes approaches, knowing that it's won the game, when Mary devises one final plan. At that point, Mary had all but 3 of the snakes returned to her. She was closer than anyone but Azumi ever was to being a full Medusa, and so, with the power she has, she attempts to control the Queen Snake. Reaching out a hand, Mary issues a new order onto the eternal world for the first time since her own death, ordering the world to consume the Clearing Eyes. Through the deaths of her friends, and even strangers
This is so
she would
silly.
like to have known,
By the way, just
Mary
the visual
succeeded
of
in sealing off the Clearing
the guy
Eyes,
just
the battle
floating.
coming to a close. There, Mary and Aino fell in grief. They survived, but the cost was far too much for them to pay. Never has there ever been a single life form more powerful than Azumi. She could create powers at will to accomplish any desire that she ever had. And so, Mary, the next Medusa, manifested a desire of her own. Mary prays to turn back time itself. If the story ended in tragedy, then she would rewind the clock and let everyone try and fight their way out of destruction once more. For a world without everyone in it wasn't a world she wished to live in. Before Mary could reset the clock, though, Aino makes a request of her sister. If time is reset and nothing else changed, then surely everyone would just repeat the same mistakes over and over again. And so
Pause.
Aino makes
Boy. Are these the only 3 left? Did everybody else die? Holy shit. Man. Let's see. What's next? Also, there's still... Oh, damn. There's still like 30 minutes left. Well, like 24. Damn. Mm-hmm. Let's see, what's the next? Is it going to be the fight? Is it going to be like the... Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it was a fight. Kinda. Shorter song. Mary's fictional world. Mary talking about making the time loop. Ooh. Okay. Oh, English cover. Wait, was there a... Okay, it looks like this one doesn't have a music video. Oh, Fan MV. It was a year ago. Oh, wait a minute. This is an MV. Project Hail Mary. Here we go. What the fuck is what is Nengflix? What the fuck? This looks good though. I think it's in Japanese and has a little drawing, little music video to it. Only 500 views though, which is a shame. This looks nice. We can try it out. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's see. Maybe we find a hidden gem, animation-wise. That's cute. I like all these drawings. These are all very cute.
同じ声同じ風景に気づけずに心は弾むのでしょうまた次の同じ未来も新しく思えてしまうのでしょうどうしたのわからないよ君の目は固く閉じて夕焼けの色使う涙は切に願う心を赤く染めるあの目また明日も次の
It's cute that it has clips, or it has images and stuff from the other songs, the other music videos. I like this video. I think it's sweet and very smart. Very smart usage of the drawings to like just go back. Stop! 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 God, that's cute. I really like that. The song too slow for my taste to like listen to it, but I like the concept of it, and I like the video. This video was pretty good. I'm gonna give it a like. Too far? Oh, yeah, the one that auto played. Don't worry, don't worry. We saved it. Ah. I'm gonna do a little something. Inky. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. Do you have an ad by chance? Because I want to go I want to go to the bathroom. And I was like, I'm just going to run an ad while I'm in the bathroom. But it doesn't let me. It says that I just ran an ad. Which I didn't. It just not yet. Hmm. 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 Well then. Next time you get an ad, I shall go to the bathroom. Let me know when you have an ad. And I'll just take that opportunity to go pee. Oh, that was sad. That was a go piss girl. No, I'd rather take the opportunity when an ad comes up. I can hold it. I can hold it. I'm good. Thank you though. That was sweet. I really like the video. I like the drawing and the animation and everything. I thought these were my favorite. These drawings of all the different kids showing up. I thought that was very cute. Very cute style and everything. All right. Shall we continue? Oh, dude. Dude. Dude, the most replayed part is the part with the kids and the time loop. the two kids. I forgot Ayabe and Hibisumden. They know, or like everybody watching is like, say that again. I'm sorry, I'm confused again. Okay, let us continue then.
It's a trade-off. The snakes and the Medusa gave them their lives back.
2 songs from the main album, but there's an epilogue album, right? Or an extra album, something like that. I remember you said something like that.
The snakes saved them after they died and
Yeah.
functioned as their life.
Right.
And if a snake can function as a life, why then can't a life function as a snake? Aino asks Mary to use her life to create a new snake. This snake would remember the tragedy of this world and use it to create a better one in the next cycle. The person who should receive such a power being none other than the one who most earnestly wanted everyone to live, who reached out a hand and said that he would save her. Mary agrees and turns Aino into a new snake, the snake of retaining eyes, which is given to Shintaro Kisaragi to take forward into the new world.
Oh.
Mary and Shintaro make a pact to do better in the next life, and Mary
Do
takes the
better.
flickering eyes from her sister and resets time. Time flows back, and even though Shintaro Kisaragi is the one to receive retaining eyes, everyone learns just a little from the world that came before. In this new world, many of the first events happen as they did before. Asumi loses herself, retreating into the eternal world. Mary is born and loses her life alongside her mother on August 15th, receiving the Queen Snake. Indeed, the children all fall upon tragedy, and many of the snakes in the Medusa are stolen. But something has changed in Seto Kosuke. Something that internally results in the child knowing, on some deep level, that he should not bring Mary home with him when he finds her in the woods that day. Instead, in this new world, Seto befriends Mary and visits her, but she never goes to live with the Tatayamas, and therefore Kenjiro and Ayaka never meet her. Still though, causality can only be shifted so much. Events will naturally attempt to flow into one another, and still, Kenjiro and Ayaka are caught up in a landslide years later that takes their life.
Oh.
That said, Aino isn't with them because they were not going to see Mary's home, and therefore the young girl doesn't receive favoring eyes. Instead, the timeline deviates once again as none other than Kenjiro Tateyama leaves the eternal world with an eye power. What Kenjiro wanted, more than anything, was to see his wife again, to reject that mortality. To reunite with a lost one, to reject death as a universal usurper, Kenjiro, right from the story's start, adopts the snake of clearing eyes.
Whoa,
The
dang.
Tateyama household grieves the loss of their
Uh-oh.
mother, but Ayano never
Uh-oh.
fights with their siblings, so they all stay at home. Though they've been hurt, they at least have each other, and the Clearing Eyes can't take action until all of the snakes are stolen from the Medusa, which will not occur yet for many years. Here, the events start to change even more. With Aino Tateyama, Shinjiro Kisaragi, Haruka Kokonose, and Takane Enomoto, there's a shift to how they think that's reflective of what happened in the previous world. They were all truly lonely people who learned how wonderful it was to have companions. They learned how much they all liked and could rely on one another. And so, when Aino and Shintaro are in middle school, Aino approaches Shintaro and the two of them become friends, remembering somewhere, deep down, that they always were. To the distant Shintaro, Aino is like the sun, and to the struggling Aino, Shintaro gives her strength. That alone isn't all that changes, though. Haruka and Takane remember the joy of their bonds.
Wait a
and
minute.
decide that they
Wait a minute. 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 Isn't this what we saw in the music video? Isn't this what we saw in Lost Time Memory? Where Shintaro is at school and I didn't know it was her, but I saw the scarf and I was like, I guess it looks like her. But he sees this girl and he I don't know if likes her or just loves her company. Isn't that what we saw in the video? Was it a hint to this different world? Because I was like, I was so confused because I saw that and I was like, this doesn't happen, or at least I don't remember. Like I was confused about who Shintaro is like looking at. That's very sneaky, very sneaky. Okay, okay, I caught it. All right, I caught it. Let it be known that I caught it. Boy. Okay, okay, not bad, not bad. I'm to be fair, the MVs came first before the manga tried to weave a story together better. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure it's a symptom of the whole story existing and the story existing, but details weren't fleshed out or the chronology of stuff wasn't fully clear. So I understand. I get it. Also, I'm gonna go to the bathroom because I can run an ad now. I have the option. So I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna run the ad, and hopefully by the time I'm back, uh, you shall be back from the ad. So let me know when you're back. All right, let me know. Ad. There you go. This time ad. All right, I'll be right back. I love making money while I'm pissing. It's my favorite activity. If only I could piss my wallet full. Hmm. Wouldn't that be a thing? Wouldn't that be awesome? Would be for me. Do this before I forget. Gotta roll before I forget. Hmm. Somebody's gonna want that, so I guess I shall grab it. Ew, oh, fucking Lambert. I don't like Lambert. Ta-da. Amazing. Hi. Welcome back. I hope we're good. I trust that we are good. And can we continue with the video, with the lore? I was already invested, but now I'm more invested because I'm understanding the plot and the characters and the world and everything. I'm understanding it a bit more. Yes, all right. Let us continue.
They too won't just sit idle in this world, and they go to school, where they're both taught together in special education because of Haruka's heart condition and Takene's narcolepsy. The special education teacher being none other than Kenjiro Tateyama.
Kenjiro!
Like clockwork, Shintaro and Aino graduate middle school and end up in the same high school as Haruka and Takene, and the four become fast friends with one another, holding on to that spark from their previous lives.
Awesome.
To those four children, nothing was more valuable than the bond they shared between them. Shintaro and Takene fought constantly, but only because they were so fundamentally similar. Haruka encouraged his two gloomy friends, even getting the straight-laced Shintaro hooked on cola. And Aino smiled and supported everyone, giving Takene her first real female friend, and forming bonds that would last everyone a lifetime. That said, Aino was beginning to suspect that something was wrong. Untouched by Azumi's memories, Aino was still the pure and kind girl that her siblings grew up with. Her father, occasionally in the dead of night, would act strangely, and in time she discovered the disturbing notes left behind by the clearing eyes in his study. There, Aino learned just a bit.
Sorry, I'm opening a little snack.
Once studied and of the ability holders. Furthermore, she realizes that her father isn't at all who he claims to be, and that he's targeting her friends, Haruka and Takene. Enlisting Kano's help, Aino starts to do some snooping around. Aino has her younger brother use her power to take on her appearance and go to school in her place, as she investigates the Medusa and her father on her own. Kano does his best not to blow his cover, and in the process comes to meet Shintaro, Haruka, and Takene. Aino doesn't tell her brother her findings, but learns that the Clearing Eyes, once again, is trying to rebuild the Medusa, and that doing so means that not only Haruka and Takene, but all of her younger siblings were in grave danger. This all coincides with the arrival of a fate no one could ever change.
Uh-oh.
No amount of personal growth could ever stop Haruka's heart from killing him. But this time, he doesn't take his feelings to the grave. All of his friends, as well as Mr. Tateyama, know about his disease, and in Haruka's final days, he even opens up to Shintaro about how scared he is of dying.
Oh.
To the boy who only ever wanted friends, Shintaro, Takene, and Aino were invaluable to him. But friendship can't heal wounds, and on August 15th, Haruka Kogenese dies.
Oh, on the 15th again.
However, this time the Clearing Eyes begins to put gears into motion. Knowing that he needs to pry more snakes out of the Eternal World, the Clearing Eyes uses Kenjiro's body to poison Takene Enomoto, killing her as well.
Oh my god.
Haruka and Takene both end up going to the world and getting the same snakes as they once did. But unlike before, Takene's body isn't mailed and on life support. However, it is placed into a state of forced comatose by the Clearing Eyes. Aino realizes it's too late to stop her father from hurting her friends. But even so, she puts into motion a plan of her own. The Clearing Eyes wishes to unify the snakes into a new Medusa. Aino couldn't save her friends anymore, but she thinks of a way to potentially save her siblings, for the Medusa can't reform if it doesn't have all of the powers. On that same August 15th that Haruka and Takene died, Aino commits suicide, jumping off the roof of her school. Suspecting that something wasn't right, Kano follows Aino to school, but it's too late to stop her from killing herself. Aino goes to the Eternal World and receives her power, the Favoring Eyes, just as she did before. But this time she refuses to leave the Eternal World. Aino stays in Azumi's world and holds her snake hostage, for no one can take it from her, and if she never returns to life, then the Clearing Eyes cannot reform the Medusa. This does indeed throw a wrench into the Clearing Eyes' plan.
Ah, damn.
However, it thinks of a workaround. Finding Kano screaming at his sister's death, the Clearing Eyes beats him and forces him to go pretend to be Ayano's dead body. For no one who goes through the Eternal World leaves behind a corpse. The Clearing Eyes can simply kill everyone but Ayano if it must, and then either force open the Eternal
Goddamn. Just beating the kid to death, huh? Ayano's theory of happiness. Now is better. All right, let's see. Ayano's theory of happiness. Let's. All right. Let's see.
思い出していたのはまた家族のこと綾乃はお姉ちゃん
Oh,
だから
all the kids.
みんなのことよろしくね 赤レンガの壁小さな家の中でひそひそ話そう秘密の作戦みたいに連れてこられた三人の真っ赤な目には大人に隠してた過去がある怯えた顔ね僕は化け物だから私は告げる
Oh,
そんなことは
Superman. Superhero, not Superman.
主人公の色だから怯えていなくてもいいんだよ面白いこと悩んでは今日もお姉ちゃんぶってほら見ていて赤いマフラー巻きつけた秘密組織みたい
This is sweet. I like this.
それで始めよう小さなヒーローのふりだけど少しでもまた笑えたらって今日も家族でいよう幸せを願おう先にある未来が
This is so sweet. I like this song. It makes you cry. It's honestly making me tear up. It is actually making me tear up.
秘密だよ楽しくて日が沈んだ春風巡り
Oh,
大人になった世界は理不尽に曲がる誰かの陰謀みたいに膨らんで消えた愛する人の
there's the dad with the clearing eyes. Yeah.
誰も気づけ
Good thing you showed it to me now.
強くなる狂い出してた気づいたらもう誰にも言えなくてやだやだよ壊れるのは
Sorry.
終わる世界が来る 茜色これもこれ以上誰かの未来を壊さないで泣きながらまた考える笑顔に隠したまま茜色それが私の 私が消えたあの日の秘密葬式はちゃんと笑って暮らせているのかなきっと私は怒られちゃうなだけどちゃんとお姉ちゃんになれたかな思い出してるよあの好きだったことが
It's so sweet. Man. Goddamn. Goddamn. Bah. This hits the feels, man. Bah. I teared up. I admit I teared up in the beginning. Oh. Bah. Goddamn. Stop. Bah. Man. 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 Or we'll back to the guy beating up a kid. beating the fuck out of him. Let's go back a little. Shall we continue? I say as I take a bite out of my muffin. Actually, a cinnamon roll, just without glazing or icing or anything. But it's very nice. I really like it. We should have nothing but lore until the end. Oh my god. Goddamn. But you said there's still like an epilogue album, right? Or like another another album that was released. Will we listen to that? And what does that have lore? Any lore to it? I'm invested though. I'm really liking this. This is so cool. This whole thing is so cool. It took me a bit to get to listen to one song from it. All right. It took me a bit to really wrap my head around the story and everything that's happening. But it was fun. It's cool. It's very, very cool. Sad too. All right, bet. Bet. Lord time.
It thinks of a workaround. Finding Kano screaming at his sister's death, the Clearing Eyes beats him and forces him to go pretend to be Ayano's dead body, for no one who goes to the Eternal World leaves behind a corpse. The Clearing Eyes can simply kill everyone but Ayano if it must, and then either force open the Eternal World or simply have Mary reset time and start the entire cycle over once more. Kano does as he's told and pretends to be Ayano's corpse, long enough for someone to discover it, after which he leaves the scene, now a forced assistant to the Clearing Eyes. On his way back, he encounters Shintaro, who has not yet realized that all of his friends are dead. In a fit of rage, Kano takes the form of Ayano once more and blames the entire situation on Shintaro for never realizing the pain his sister was in, before storming off.
Damn.
As far as Shintaro Kisaragi,
You have to listen to it in your own
those were
time?
the last
Absolutely.
words
I think I
his
will.
friend ever told him before
I think I
killing himself.
absolutely will.
Indeed, Shintaro soon discovered that not just Haruka this time, but each and every one of his friends all died on the very same day. Haruka's heart attack, Takane's sudden organ failure, and Ayano's suicide were far too much for the boy to handle at once. And, just like the previous timeline, he drops out of school and becomes a shut-in.
Oh.
Ayano's suicide shakes the Tateyama family. Ayano was kind and beloved by all, especially her siblings, who saw her as nothing short of a hero. Sento could read
hero.
lines, but never realized the pain his sister was in. Kido lost a sister already, and still she opened her heart to Ayano, only to lose her too. And Kano was forced to keep smiling, pretending that he didn't know everything, but still did nothing. Shortly thereafter, the children move out of the Tateyama
He a million
into their
percent
own
did.
apartment,
A
just as they did
million
before,
percent.
leaving Kenjiro alone without his wife or any of his children. There, they invite Mary out of the woods to live with them, where she stays permanently thereafter. Once more, Shintaro was divided from Momo, and once more, Takane finds her way over to him. But unlike the previous world, Shintaro's grief is vast and encompasses the perceived loss of her as well. Takane tries to interact with Shintaro, but he's far more despondent than in the last world, as his wounds are far deeper, and after 2 years of solitude, Shintaro makes the worst decision. On the anniversary of their deaths, Shintaro deletes NA from his computer before locking the door and taking his own life.
With the
He always
scissors.
sought to make the world better by resetting time, but nothing even close to that was ever achieved. Shintaro, the one who was supposed to save everyone, never realized he had an eye power, fell into a horrible spiral of depression, and ultimately refused all of his support lines before killing himself. One by one, the Clearing Eyes acted just as it did before, killing the survivors and cornering Mary, before the Queen once more resets the world, setting the group into a
Because where
perilous
lost
cycle.
time memories place. Yes.
We do not
yes.
know just how many times this
I
happened.
see.
Time and time again, the children were put through the grinder, learning small lessons, but never enough to topple their fate. Takane, for instance, learned that Shintaro would fall into a deep and inescapable depression after all of the school friends died, and so, just as Aino had once told her, she becomes selfish and persistent, doing everything in her power to help Shintaro back onto his feet so that horrible world never comes again. And indeed, never again does Shintaro Kisaragi kill himself. That, however, hardly means that they're safe.
Oh.
In the end, the Clearing Eyes is a nigh unstoppable foe, and without Shintaro able to recall that he even has retaining eyes, there's little hope for big change. That said, the world keeps resetting, as it always does. This time, things happen as they did before, but Shintaro never kills himself. He's still suffering, but his depression is more akin to how it was in the first timeline, painful but manageable with NA's help. He's still a shut-in, but he hasn't completely given up on life. Much like the inciting moments of the first timeline, Shintaro spills his cola as a result of one of NA's pranks. But this time it falls onto his keyboard, and he's once again unable to get a new one because of Obon. However, this time he can't even try to have Momo get him a new one because Momo isn't home. Left with no other option, Shintaro breaks his 2-year isolation and goes with NA to the mall to gain a new keyboard. While Shintaro was out for the first time, Momo was having a bit of a crisis of her own. Having wandered around town, she catches the eye of a crowd of people and is forced to run away, unable to consistently control her drawing eyes. There, she ends up meeting Kido, who invites her up to their apartment on account of discovering her eye ability. In this timeline, Momo actually ends up joining the Mekakushidan, the old name Aino gave for her siblings, as its 5th member, Mary IV. After some hijinks, she ends up befriending the quiet but kind Kido and the skittish and unknowing Mary, with the smartass Kano joining them as well, as the group heads to the mall to buy some replacement dishes after Mary breaks them. As both parties arrive at the mall, though, they find it suddenly overcome by a group of terrorists who occupy the mall, demanding a government ransom. Shintaro ends up meeting Kano, and with the
Kisarigi attention. Okay, hold on. I'm not gonna watch it all, but I do want to refresh my memory. I don't remember. Yeah, I was like, terrorists? What? That's why this was so confusing. That's why this didn't make sense, because this wasn't happening here. It was happening in this timeline. All right, let's see about the
cooperation of
terrorists.
Mekakushidan and Shintaro and NA, they're able to use their eye powers to outwit the criminals and free the hostages. Kido uses her
Hold on.
The group quiet but
Hold
kind
on.
Kido, since
Hold
fifth
on a
member,
goddamn
Mary
minute.
IV.
Let's see about these
After
terrorists.
some hijinks, she ends up befriending the quiet but kind Kido and the skittish and unknowing Mary, with the smartass Kano joining them as well, as the group heads to the mall to buy some replacement dishes after Mary breaks them. As both parties arrive at the mall, though, they find it suddenly overcome by a group of terrorists who occupy the mall, demanding a government ransom. Shintaro ends up meeting Kano, and with the cooperation of the Mekakushidan and Shintaro and NA, they're able to use their eye powers to outwit the criminals and free the hostages. Kido uses her concealing eyes to sneak around and make
Wait. Did you just realize that you showed me Kisarigi attention like at the wrong spot? Which is fine. Like, I just looking at it, I was like, oh, okay, I remember this. I remember that. Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it.
while Momo and Mary work together to subdue the criminals. Shintaro and NA take advantage of the chaos they cause to have NA deactivate the security systems the terrorists were using to take the hostages, and let everyone go free. Together, the group successfully saves the day, but Shintaro passes out from the excitement and awakes in the group's apartment, where everyone introduces themselves before indoctrinating NA and Shintaro into the Mekakushidan as the 6th and 7th members, respectively. Shintaro learns that these people have similar afflictions to his sister, and
I
agrees to
woke
help
up
them
so I
out.
could say goodnight. Absolutely. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for hanging out in the beginning and for waking up. I hope you get some good sleep, and I shall catch you tomorrow, probably, if you want to drop by for my Death Stranding stream. But yeah, get some good sleep. Thank you for hanging out.
on the pretense that they help her live a more normal life. Celebrating their newfound friendship and mostly at Annie's behest, the group goes to the amusement park to celebrate their victory. Seto Kosuke, now off work, joining them all as well. Together, the group has a lot of fun. Shintaro, Kido, and Mary bond over being easily scared, while Ene and Kano team up to tease the others. Furthermore, this lets Shintaro and Momo begin to reconnect with each other once more.
Wow.
They have a fun and tiring time before making their leave, where they encounter something strange. Standing near the exit with a bunch of commotion around them is a tall man and a young boy. Here, the group encounters Konoha and Hibiya. In this timeline, Hibiya and Hiyori were once again involved in the traffic accident, but unlike before, Hibiya is the one to get focusing eyes, while Hiyori stays behind in the Eternal World. The two groups join together, Ene recognizing Konoha as one of Haruka's old drawings, and Hibiya and Konoha become the last two members of the Mekakushidan, 8 and 9.
Damn.
Having gathered so many of the ability holders together, and indeed, all but Aino and the Clearing Eyes are present, the group begins to try and solve the many mysteries concerning themselves, their powers, and the world itself. Hibiya is
It's funny how the terrorist subplot and the amusement park subplot. Oh, well, actually, no. The amusement park makes. There's a reason for it, for them to meet them, right? But the fact that it's an amusement park is inconsequential, and the whole terrorist thing is also inconsequential. They feel like filler episodes
still shaken from the loss of Hiyori, and
It's
Momo
just-
takes him around town to try and calm him
to
down.
show them all becoming
While this
friends, I
occurs,
guess.
the rest of the Dawn have a chat, confirming a lot about each other's pasts and the links between them. Namely, of course, how they all have died.
Oh,
Deciding that they should pursue information about their powers, Shintaro, Konoha, Kido, and Mary head out to Mary's old home in the forest in pursuit of any information that Azumi may have left behind. After some time, and much to the exhaustion of everyone but Konoha, the group arrives and they find a diary Azumi wrote a long time ago. reading the-
oh, pause. Is there a song about the terrorists? I want it to be like a cool rock song of them just fucking pummeling the terrorists to death with their super cool snake powers. Oh, Otsukimi recital. Okay. Oh god. Let's see. This one. About Momo trying to cheer up the kid after losing his best friend. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Oh. Oh, that's cute. Oh. Ah.
もうどうやったって無駄かもな泣きそうな顔見ていた諦めないでよみたいな夫がしゃべって
The opening xylophone notes were a reference to Kisarigi attention. Oh. I like that. I like that.
日差しにブルーになる君のことや正直心配な瞳が狂ってゆく弱虫な僕にはダメだよきっとだから信じる君だからまっすぐ前を向いて
Also, oh my god. Okay. a quick side note that I have noticed anytime Momo shows up, which I promise I don't mean it sexually, all right? But I just noticed that she distinctly, out of all the girls in the group, distinctly she's the one that has the biggest boobs. Which I think it's funny that she has the biggest boobs and she's the idol. Like, okay, I could see part of her idol appeal. I just thought it was interesting that it's been consistent so far. And I mean, there was a boob bounce right here. I promise I don't mean it like in any other way. I kept noticing throughout any times that she shows up. It's just interesting that she's consistently got the biggest boobs. Anyways. He's eating shit! He's eating a shit ice cream! Oh. Momo is so silly and fucking clumsy. I love her. Oh god. Oh. Oh. I like this. It's a sweet song. I like it. Aw, I really like that. I really like that one. Let me listen to the beginning bit. I want to hear it. Hold on. Yeah, I can hear it. I like it. I like it. Playlist worthy. Playlist worthy. All right. That was a very sweet. That was a very sweet song. I like that. I like that. Thank you for remembering. Thank you for remembering that one. I really like that one. Bet. We can continue. I hope. I believe. Just do a little something real quick before I forget. Ew, hachi yak. Ew. Okay. Now we got no more songs except one and the epilogue. Okay, very well.
The notes together, they learn about the eye powers, they learn about the tragedy of the Medusa, and they learn about the other world, where everyone they lost is still trapped. Together, they decide that they're going to try and fight fate and take back their loved ones from the eternal world of the first Medusa. Kido creates a name for this other world, the Kagerou Days, and together with Shintaro, Operation Conquer the Kagerou Days is born.
Kagerou
The four of them
Days.
head back to the apartment to share their findings with the others and begin to fight their fate. On their way back, though, Shintaro fell from a cliffside and almost suffered horrible injuries.
Oh,
However,
damn.
Konoha leapt to save him at the last minute, using his awakening eyes to power himself up and heal his injuries thereafter. Shintaro thanked Konoha and the two of them share a coke. Shintaro briefly reminded of his late best
Share
friend,
a Coke.
Haruka Kokonose.
Yeah, she said the thing. Yeah, Kagerou Days.
While this was occurring,
I
Konoha
recognize
went off on his
that.
own. As the group got ever closer to the truth, they got ever closer to realizing that Kano had been forced to work against them. Only Kano had interacted with the Clearing Eyes snake directly, as it forced him to be Aino's dead body, as well as perform numerous other tasks as the Deceiving Eyes over the years. As the boy was stressing over this all alone, he's interrupted by Seto, who can tell that Kano's tense and demands he talk to him. Kano's reluctant to say anything, scared of the coming future where they'll be hunted and killed. But Seto undoes him with kindness and love, assuring him that whatever they face, they'll find a way through. After all, they have so many new friends, and most important of all, Seto and Kano are brothers, so he would never give up on him. Using his stealing eyes, Seto parsed through Kano's mind, understanding the burden his brother carried and the danger they were in. Even so, the boys resolved to do everything they could to fight back. Kano had spent enough time with the Clearing Eyes that he'd become privy to many of his plans and preparations. Kano returned to base and retrieved Ene from Momo, and together they went to the school. Hidden underneath it, Kano knew Takane's body was being preserved. Sneaking their way through, Kano restored Takane to her body, letting her once more move around freely, not as Ene the cyber girl, but as Takane Enomoto. They returned to base alongside Shintaro and the gang, and everyone had a
What the fuck? He just like cured her from her coma? What the fuck? Okay.
meeting about what to do next. Naturally, Shintaro was more than a little disturbed by the girl on his computer actually being his dead friend Takane, and Konoha somehow being Haruka, but he did his best to take those things in stride, as he and Takane thanked each other for their company over the years. With Shintaro and Kido strategizing, and with Kano's insight, the group realized the danger they were in and devised a plan to stop the Clearing Eyes. Momo would create a diversion, with Takane and Hibiya as scouts. The rest of the Dawn would corner the Clearing Eyes in the school and subdue it with Konoha. That was how the plan was supposed to go. However, what they didn't anticipate was
This time it was a forced coma, easier than the actual coma. Okay, I guess so.
that the Clearing Eyes
Yeah, last time it was a coma because of her body being horribly disfigured, right? Okay.
was capable of possessing bodies.
Still, it's just kind of funny,
Just
like,
as it
oh,
always did, their enemy
here you
possessed
go.
Konoha. their
Let me
strongest ally, and
restore
began to
you.
massacre the children. Shintaro and Kido were the first to fall, facing their enemy head-on without any fear. The diversion complete, Momo joined the group just as the carnage was unfolding.
Wait, hold on. I think I missed it. Hold on.
Bodies. However, what they didn't anticipate was that the Clearing Eyes was capable of possessing bodies. Just as it always did, their enemy possessed Konoha, their strongest ally, and began to massacre the children. Shintaro and Kido were the first to fall, facing their enemy head-on without any fear. The diversion complete, Momo joined the group just as the carnage was unfolding. The Clearing Eyes lashed out against everyone, but before it could take another life, it was momentarily stopped by a surprise actor. Moving through Mary's body, Azumi Kozakura took control and froze the Clearing Eyes in place with their powers. All throughout her life, Azumi was a coward, someone who ran from the darkness of the world. But seeing all the members of the Mekakushidan band together to fight the monster she created, she moved through the Queen Snake and Mary and decided that she would right the wrongs of the past. Immediately, Azumi tried to nullify the Clearing Eyes, but without her full abilities as Medusa, she wasn't able to control the powers within the children. Azumi knew that there was no beating the Awakening Eyes physically, but she did think of an alternative, painful though it may be. The only way for everyone to beat the Clearing Eyes as is, was for them to willingly recreate the scenario from the first timeline. If enough people gave up their lives so Mary could manifest the power of the Medusa, then she could swallow their foe and let everyone else live. It was only a matter of choosing the survivors. While the plan was certainly cruel, they knew it was the only way for anyone to make it out alive. Momo and Kano were the first to give up their lives. Both of them watched as Shintaro and Kido, their family members, who were so easily frightened and had seen so much pain throughout their lives, faced the Clearing Eyes without hesitation. They understood the power of that moment and the love they displayed, and so, they too would be brave. Perhaps Kano was never truly honest with Kido, and perhaps Momo had lost the bond she had with Shintaro, but there was no doubt still a connection that they valued between them. If those two could be brave, so too would they. While their allies were fighting, Takane was watching the whole thing from security cameras with her opening eyes. She watched Momo and Kano step up without fear and offer themselves for the future. Hibiya too bore witness with his focusing eyes. He had seen so much death in such a short period of time. Looking down at the boy, Takane saw herself. She saw Shintaro, just another kid who wanted a place to belong, and yet was denied it time and time again. Takane made a choice, told Hibiya that everything would be fine, and ran down to where the others were, offering herself to Azumi as well. With those three sacrifices, Azumi was able to open the Kagerou days and seal away the Clearing Eyes, leaving Mary, Seto, and Hibiya left alone as survivors. After Azumi returned her granddaughter's body to her, Mary had lost a good chunk of her memories. She was functioning happily, and she didn't realize that she had lost nearly all of her friends. Together,
Damn.
Seto and Hibiya took her out of the school and back home, where Seto would take care of her, never allowing himself a moment to heal from the pain of watching everyone die. In time, Mary's memories returned her, and she learned to deal with the pain. The one who was truly suffering was Seto, who reverted to fearing the world once more. One summer's day, when the tragedy was gone and past, Mary embraced Seto, thanking him for everything he'd done and always did to take care of her, and told him that it was fine for him to hurt too, that thanks to him, she got to truly love that cruel yet beautiful world. All, however, was not yet lost.
Oh.
Hibiya, in time, practicing with his focusing eyes, was able to see not just over the world, but into the Kagerou days itself. Everyone had died on August 15th, so even though they lost their lives, in all reality they had simply gone back into the Kagerou days, just as they'd done as children. Channeling his power into his phone, Hibiya devised a way to call and communicate with the friends they lost along the way. And not just them either. Seto, Mary, and Hibiya all huddled around a phone, where on the other end were not just the fallen members of the Mekakushidan, but Kido's older sister Rin, the Tateyama parents, Hiyori, and everyone else that was lost to the Kagerou days. Though they're
They
a
get
world
to talk
apart,
to them.
they're still doing their best.
Oh.
Everyone has an emotional moment where they get to reconnect with their lost friends before making a final resolution. They will reset the world one more time. They went through a lot and gained a lot in turn. As people,
No,
they overcame
not
their
again.
weakness and learned to stand together as
Don't
friends.
reset it again.
Surely, internalizing these lessons, they would
Oh,
truly win next time.
No.
Shintaro walks with Ayano within the Kagerou days. They talk for a moment, and Shintaro swears that they'll do better.
Do
So we begin
better.
The final chapter of the narrative. Time resets and everything goes much as it did before. Shintaro goes out to get a keyboard and meets the Mekakushidan. They go out to the amusement park and end up meeting Konoha and Hibiya, all
The
as
terrorists
before.
still attack,
But
yes.
this time, a large portion of the gang goes out to visit a grave afterwards. Shintaro and Mary stay behind as most of the rest of the group goes off to visit the grave of Ayano Tateyama. For the date is August 15th, the anniversary of her death.
Mm-hmm.
Annie is surprised to see that so many people know her old friend, as the group realizes they're a lot more connected than they first thought. While the others do that, Shintaro meanwhile goes to check on the sleeping Mary, tired out from their day at the park. He finds her resting well in Seto's room, but beside her, he sees something strange. Framed next to Mary is a picture of Kido, Kano, and Seto as kids. However, there's another person in frame as well. Standing behind the three ability holders is their older sister, Ayano Tateyama. Shintaro knew that Ayano had siblings, but he had never met them, and certainly didn't know that they were the same people he was now friends with himself. This should have been wildly shocking to the boy. But it wasn't. For some reason, Shintaro found this all vaguely familiar, and so finally was a trigger met that allowed him to recall the promise he made with Mary and Ayano so long ago.
Oh, he's gonna get
Seeing that picture frame, Shintaro Kisaragi remembers the retaining eyes.
Ooh.
Activating his power, all of Shintaro's memories, caught through each and every failed timeline, come back to him in an instant. He realizes the danger they're all in, but more importantly, through all the hell he'd seen with all those people at his side, with everything he learned about them and about the world, he creates a plan. Shintaro Kisaragi kills himself, going willingly into the Kagerou.
Okay.
There he meets up with Haruka, who he finally gives peace to, as well as Ayano, who he reassures with kindness. They will both be vital to the plan. While Shintaro is doing his preparations in the Kagerou days, the rest of the group gets cornered by the Clearing Eyes at the school. They engage him, but he takes over Konoha's body just as he always does. However, before he can actually kill anyone, the Kagerou days opens behind him as Shintaro and Ayano step out side by side. Ayano Tateyama
Shinderu.
always could have left the Kagerou days, but she refused to in order to safeguard the Favoring Eyes. However, she wasn't anticipating Mary resetting time, making her sacrifice meaningless. With Ayano free, Shintaro gives her a very specific set of instructions, which she then forwards to Mary using the power of Favoring Eyes. Ayano transfers Shintaro's plan to Mary, and she collects the snakes from everyone, just as she did in the previous timeline. However, rather than taking just the Clearing Eyes into the Kagerou days, she takes everyone into the days all at once. Though perhaps more powerful than average, the Clearing Eyes is still bound to the same rules as the other snakes of the Medusa. It exists for the purpose of fulfilling wishes. It had been functioning off of Kenjiro's desire to see his wife again, manipulating and drawing out that process so it could fulfill its own goals. However, in the Kagerou days, Kenjiro is readily able to reunite with Ayaka, and therefore his wish is fulfilled. Left without his master, the Clearing Eyes is forced to follow the wish of the body that he's currently in. That's where Haruka Kokonose comes in. Haruka's wish is for the Clearing Eyes to passively become the life force for Hiyori, and though the Clearing Eyes tries to reject that, he is unable to disregard his master's wish. The Clearing Eyes leaves Konoha and enters Hiyori, where it will remain inactive. Mary returns the snakes to their holders, allowing all of the Mekakushidan members and Hiyori to leave the days and return once more to the world of the living. This, of course, means that they're going to have to say goodbye to the days. The family members they lost will remain in that eternal world. But they all accept that. That is, after all, the true nature of life and death.
Wow.
Even with that loss, Hibiya could still use focusing eyes to communicate between the worlds if need be. The Mekakushidan says goodbye to the people they loved and lost before leaving the world to a new day beyond August 15th. Shintaro and Aino meet on a sunny day, ready to go off and join the rest of the Mekakushidan. When they met, they were enemies. At the end of the first story, though, they learned to care for one another. Truthfully, Aino fell in love, and Shintaro carried her with him for all the rest of his life. It was Aino that became the retaining eyes, and it is Aino that keeps his heart beating, even so. The two were estranged. Her suicide broke Shintaro many times, but they kept getting back up again and again until their bond could bring about a miracle. The two of them go out to meet the rest of their friends, happy at last. And thus, boy met girl once more.
Oh. Whoa. That's it? Oh. Man. Man, what a story. Holy. Anything else at the end? Probably not. Oh. Summertime record. Let's see. Oh, there it was. Summertime record. Dude. What a damn. What a damn. Is this okay, it is. Is this it? I assume this is it. Kind of looks like it. Yeah, I think that's it. Whew. Now, let's see. Let us see. Man, I got so invested. I'll admit the first half, it was just so much information coming in. I could not process it. But man, this. I've said it before. I've said it throughout this whole 2 weeks. Or 2 streams. It's so fascinating. This story being told like this. What? Oh, hi. Hey, Haruka. There's so many characters I had to establish. It was yeah. Like it just that was the roughest part. That's why I wasn't absorbing too much, because it was just like, and this character, and this one dies because of this, and this one happens because of this, and it all just fucking flooded me. But now that I've had more time to acquaint myself with them and their roles and everything, I love this. This is so cool. I can absolutely understand why people were obsessed with it. I'm glad it had an actual happy ending. Epilogue notwithstanding, I don't know what happens then. But I'm glad it actually ended in a good note. Sorry about that. The epilogue song is from the Reload album. Takes place in the days after Ayano jumped off the school. Additional memory. All right, let's see. I don't know what I was saying before I got interrupted. My bad. Oh yeah, this is 6 years ago. Much, much more recent. Oh, there you go. 16th song of the project. This doesn't have subs. Hold on. Hold on. Mm-mm. Spanish. Why is it all in Spanish? Hold on. Oh, it has so. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Yeah, they're already turned on. Silly me. Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Yeah, there it is. There they are. This is a good song, by the way. I've been taking it in. That's why I'm so quiet. God, this song slaps. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disrespect the song. Damn. Oh. And so that's it. 15 hours ago. Damn. Damn. So is that it? Or are we done with Kagerou project? This was so cool. So cool. All of main Kage Pro. God damn. It's fucking it's so cool. I I can't believe this. Well, no, I can believe it that that people were it makes so much sense that people were so attached to it. And still to this day, clearly, you're living proof of that. So cool. I I'm sure that if I was into Vocaloid stuff before, I would have liked this. I would have learned about this and maybe not obsessed over it. Because there's not really that much that I actually obsess. Um but this is very cool. Very cool. If you want to inhale more media, then there's a light novel timelines, the manga, and an anime adaptation, which is kind of confusing. But if you just want to see the Blorbas move and interact more, it's good. I'm considering the anime because with this knowledge, I think it'll be a bit less. I'm sure I'll be able to understand it a bit more. You know, knowing this whole thing. God damn. God damn, Inky. Thank you. Thank you so much for showing me Kagerou project. It was a very, very worthwhile endeavor to go through all this. Man, 2 weeks it took us to get through it all, but we did it. Man, man, it feels weird. It feels weird to finish this and just be like, well, now what? Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Inky. I appreciate you suggesting we do this for the anniversary thing. Hopefully, I didn't derail Mikumunde tier list time too much. As important as the end of oh, absolutely. If there was any time to for this to be brought to my attention was around the anniversary. 10 days ago, the anniversary. God damn. But don't worry. We'll come back next Monday for more of the tier list. But this was a fun time. This was very cool. Lots of great music. Very, very good music. I think I may have added about half of the songs to my playlist. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh. Well, with that out of the way, that fucking odyssey of seeing kids die and get killed and get powers and then die again and then the whole world resetting like 5 times. Oh, I really like that. I had a great time. Ugh. I think I shall finally get some rest. Need to go to bed now? Absolutely, me too. So thank you again, Inky, for showing this to me and hanging out with me. Oops, that's the wrong scene. Apologies. Thank you for hanging out with me and showing me all this and being my guide through all this. I hope you have a good night's sleep, and I shall catch you when I catch you. I shall see you later. And the rest of the stream, goodbye, everybody. I shall leave you with some music. Bye bye.